This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype? Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get it, go.
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Jeremy Curley. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. And an alley to run. Breaks through the contact. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the option. And even 50 yards on the ground. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Running right, here's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a give, right side. Sanders pushing tacklers aside. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray out to his left. Now he'll pull, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, 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 yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Graham. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Throwing now, Graham on first down. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Go! Let's go!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Graham going to set up to throw, and Walker has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
Graham will throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Graham with it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go again with Sanders.
Missed.
He will not go down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
He's not going to get me.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
It's our time. It's our time. By 56. By 56. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going for Metcalf. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now from Murray. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
56, right there, 56. Let's go. By 56. Man out.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point try now for Dawson. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. They're on 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They begin the drive with Coleman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Graham. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Graham to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Graham. Jones has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Graham. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
On third down, here's Graham. He finds Coleman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Graham. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.